I'm Nightshade, and that's my mom.
Hello, I'm Sophie, and that's my daughter.
So today we're going to do a oracle reading, and we're going to use various decks and see what comes up. As for right now, it's going to be just general, but since it's oracle, it's going to be for the entire month of August. All right, so let's see what we get. I'm going to use the Fairy Oracle
To begin with, and
by Lucy Cavendish. I'm sure about 8 million people know what this deck is because it's fabulous. I didn't think I would like it, but my mom bought it, and when I started using it, I said, oh my gosh, I just love this deck. I really do.
And I will be starting out with the magical times, and we will go from there.
Yeah. This deck always has a lot to say. It can get pretty intricate, so I'm interested to see what a general reading for August using this deck will be. Okay, first one out. Oh, okay, the Grail Fairy. It's kind of hard to see because these are shiny cards. It says the Grail Fairy. Can you see that? Fertility, the return of life, health, and life cycles. See that? Look at, she's got the moon, the water coming down. She looks so... She's healing. This is a healing card. Right off the bat, we got a healing card. Somebody who is returning to life after what seems like a long, dormant time where you haven't felt anything, you haven't been in the swing of anything. You felt left out. You felt like you had pulled back, and you just didn't feel that life force. You didn't feel love and acceptance and companionship. There's nothing. It's not like you were in a party phase. You know, you're really in a major downtime phase. But a downtime phase of like depression, a downtime phase where you not a healing downtime phase. This signifies somebody who's coming out of a phase where like their energy was being drained by somebody, something, some situation, whatever around them. So, and now she's come, ooh, that's so, it's such a pretty picture. I wish you could see it with a, but it's just the way the light is. I wish you could see that, but take a good look. It's pretty cool.
All right.
So already we have somebody who's coming out of maybe an exile, self-imposed exile, somebody who just really had like depression and feeling really cut off, and now you're starting to feel that blessing of life force coming back in.
She's been on a journey, and this is the journey card, and it says, focus on how far you've come, not how far you have to go.
That's nice.
You will find help in unexpected places.
That's, well, here, help in unexpected places. You're about to get an outpouring of a lot of energy. Look at this. Get this pretty little picture. Isn't she just the cutest? Look at that unicorn. And it says journey. These are backwards on the camera, for heaven's sake. I know no one can read that. Well, it's a good thing we're reading it for you. It says journey. Look at her pretty little face. She's just so happy, and it's so green. Look at that. Wow, that's cool. And you know what? We just had Lunasa. It was August 1st. We just officially entered the very beginning of the harvest season. And so a lot of people, maybe not down south where we are, we're way south, and boy, it's hot as all get out right now. But for a lot of people, they're going to start feeling this anyway, because it's going to be family, fall, people are going to start getting together more. School's going to start, pretty soon within the next 2 weeks. Everybody's going to be getting together and feeling more family-ish and stuff.
Okay.
And if you are, if you've been on a journey, then this is kind of a reward card after you've been on that journey. Maybe whoever this is for, you really have been on that self-imposed exile, like I said. So if you have, and you've been doing some inner work and really pulling back and examining depression, anxiety, whatever's causing this like leak of life force where you didn't really feel any any of your, like everything was being drained out of you. That was a journey. Somebody did that to you, somebody something, you know. Now you're ready to move on, getting that lesson from that.
All right, then we have happiness.
This is all backwards. Look at that. What a pretty card.
Immense delight can be found in the smallest of things. Cultivate fluttering moments of joy.
Fluttering
You're
moments
coming
of
out of
joy.
your exile. You're on a journey now. You're on a journey to find happiness.
And I got this not too long ago after a really hard thing, you know, time that I went through. And this was one of the first cards I got out of this deck that started to pop out like continuously for me. Like I would look at them daily, and this is one of the ones that came out for me. So I was really happy about that, because once you start feeling that life force flowing, that's what you feel, is a lot of happiness. It's small at first, maybe after all of that and that journey, going so deep within and looking at all of that, maybe it really did zap it out of you.
So as she said, you've been in a self-imposed exile for whatever reason. It could be an abundance of reasons, but
I have a feeling I know the reason.
okay, what's the reason?
They were looking for answers. They were on an inner journey, really. This says secret doorway. I don't know if you can see, because like I said, it's all backwards on there, but look at her. She went in there working with intuition, second sight opening, discrimination. Wow. And a dimensional doorway. Look at her. She was going back over the past. Whoever this is for. She, he, whoever it's for. Going back over the past. Secret doorway. Ooh. Because this, it's called the Riddle Fisher. I know you can't read that. But it says divination, seeking out and finding answers. But this has a lot to do with this card in itself. It's such an interesting picture. This card in itself has a lot to do with going back over your life, and all of this stuff that's been fed to you, that you've said to yourself, that you are filling your cup with, quote unquote, so to speak. So it's got a lot to do with, look at that water that she's in. She's divining in the water. So she's looking for answers. That's why she's got journey right here. It's like this self-imposed exile. Yeah, she's real. She, he, whoever. I keep saying she just because, you know, we're sitting across from each other. But that just means to me, really, somebody's looking for, and it, you know, as you seek, so shall you find, as they say, right? Really, maybe that's what this is. It's just like you've been looking, you've been on that journey, so you are seeking happiness. That's what you're wanting. This has a lot to do with going back over your life, your ancestors, your family, finding out what makes you tick, too.
Yeah, let's see.
Love that.
If we can find some, if the divine has any more cards from this oracle deck. The next card is friendship.
Aw.
Be with the ones who make you shine, who love you and really care. Mm-hmm. Keep those and let the others go. But I think that's what you found out when you were in this state right here, that not everyone was your friend that professed to be your friend. And you needed more from people than you were getting. That's why you went on the journey to try and find happiness. And this secret doorway is, you know, the doorway to your soul, the doorway to the fairies, mm-hmm. the doorway to whatever it is that you need it mm-hmm. to further along. So here, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Know you have enemies. No, not everybody's out for what's best for you. As long as you use your intuition, and you'll do fine. I mean, as far as that, it's a journey. It's just beginning. You've got a long ways to go.
Just beginning. Yeah, just beginning. We're right at the very beginning of the harvest season. And if you really think about the timing,
Yeah, see what more of your cards have to say. I am going to use the Witch's Wisdom cards now, which are one of my favorites. Oh, look at that.
Into the Woods. I know that it's so weird
and
that's backwards.
That goes right back to this. That goes right back to this. You felt like you were in the woods. You felt alone.
And now coming out of that, you're going to feel like it's such a... Because it says transition. One of the meanings is transition zone. Stranger to strange land, no experiences, feeling uncertain. Feeling uncertain about who you can trust. Well, number one, you can trust yourself. That's a given. After what you've been through, it looks like you went through a lot. Number one, be your own friend. You know, first and foremost, be your own friend. It may feel like you're into the woods. Look at her, because she's kind of like, oh, I'm not really sure. It's kind of scary. Oh, you're a stranger in a strange land. Hey, it's okay. Put on some red lipstick and go be the most fabulous stranger in a strange land.
What was it Elizabeth Taylor said? Pull yourself together, have a drink, and put on some lipstick and go on about your business.
Oh, what was in Breakfast at Tiffany's? Like everybody, like isn't that one of their favorites? You know, so many girls. Everybody loves that movie. And she says when she's in the back of the taxi, she knows that he wrote her that letter saying, "I can't do this," because she's gonna go marry that guy in Spain or whatever. Remember? And she said George Peppard is in the taxi with her, and he's giving her the letter, and she knows what it is. She knows it's a kiss-off letter, basically. He's telling her, I can't marry you because you're crazy and you had a freak-out attack, whatever, and all that stuff. Remember, she stayed in jail. So she's going to the airport, and he hands her the letter, and she says, can you hand me my lipstick, darling? A girl can't read a letter like that without putting on her lipstick. So she knew what it was, and she had to get dignified before she read the letter. You know, that's it. Put some lipstick on and go be dignified. Stranger in a strange land. You'll get it. Ooh.
All right, let's see what the Witch's Wisdom has to say.
And this one came out again. I've got 3.
What did you get?
I'm going to take this one because this is the one that, Dark Moon, which we
Dark
just
Moon.
came out of. But and it's, I'm sorry, this camera's backwards. That's so bizarre. It's a maturation, growing up, introspection, know thyself. Look at her. Got a picture. It's so hard to see with the glare on everything, but look at that. Dark Moon. And didn't we just come out of that Dark Moon? It was a super black moon.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't you just love that? I
Black
mean,
moon.
There's a lot about timing in here too. We just had the super black moon. Just Lunaso is the very next day, so we just officially entered the harvest season. So, and then you get this. It's like all of that darkness, all of that is good. It's all good. You learned a lot. It won't be as hard now to integrate it, to
But we
use
learn
it.
a lot in the dark.
Yeah. And that's exactly what you needed
In the
too.
dark, you can face more.
Oh God, yeah.
You can face more issues.
The dark moon is my favorite time. I don't really do my best work during the full moon. I
All
don't like
right,
that.
so let's see what the Witch's Wisdom has to say, which is a really good oracle deck. Up is Book of Shadows.
Ooh,
Secrets.
interesting.
Secrets.
I love love that. That is interesting.
I think this
Here, let
is
me do it
saying
from this angle because you
that
can see it a little bit better. See, it's saying book
what
of
you've gone
shadows.
through,
Ooh, book of shadows. Secret.
what you've gone through was not easy. It never is.
Secret. Nope. But
You made the journey. You came out on the other side and you're ready to find happiness. Okay? Now, it meant that you had to go through, open up wide some doors that maybe you didn't want to open up to begin with.
subconscious doors.
Right.
Yep.
Things hidden even from you. And you saw what you needed to see. Maybe you didn't open all the doors. Maybe you didn't need to.
Old
Okay.
traumas and things that hurt, and eventually you have to look at them.
And you
have to look at the
came to
patterns.
realize that not everyone is your friend. Not everyone's your friend. It's just not. It's not the way the world works. So
We could say, like, you know how not everyone's your friend. A lot of people are going to use you simply because it makes them look good standing next to you. They
you
feel
go.
better about themselves.
Yeah.
It's not like high school girls it's like women who put each other down continuously because it makes them feel better about themselves. Really, does it
Right.
really? Whether you were on the receiving end of it or you were the one doing it, now it's like having to deal with subconscious ego issues, because that's what this has a lot to do with, is like dealing with all that water from like all those issues from the outside, from years and years of everything pouring in, and now she's got to wade through all of that water to find the answers, because she's got a little it's hard to see, but she's holding a key. She's looking. It's almost like a pendulum. Like she's going over the water, and she's going. I'm looking. I'm gonna find what I'm looking for. So really, going through that door, it's opening up a whole lot of stuff that, like you said, you want happiness. You're on that journey.
But you also know that some things you need to keep secret.
Oh yeah.
You don't reveal everything that you've learned in your downtime. When you were way back and your mind was dark. Don't reveal everything. There are some things best kept in a book of shadows.
And those things can make you more powerful.
So just remember, don't share all your secrets. What you learned during your downtime, what you came to intuitively know about yourself. There's some of it that no one else needs to know, not ever. Just you. Just you.
Yeah.
And excuse my nails, I took my acrylics off today and I'm letting my nails rest for a few days before I put on more, so I feel kind of naked without my long nails. So keep some of your secrets close to your chest. You don't need to tell fair weather friends.
As soon as I split the deck, again, I know it's hard to see. Stolen in her sleep. Look at that. I know you can't really see, but look at all those little characters
that
that
goes
are
right
there.
back to-
It does.
To this and also to the secret doorway.
Well, it says unaware, unconscious, and unawakened. And she is, but they're taking her down.
They're
They are
taking her down
taking
for the
her
journey.
down for the journey.
They're
Exactly.
taking you down for the journey.
If you just go through that door, if you just open up, you may feel like a stranger in a strange land. You may feel like it's too dark and you don't want to open those doors. So,
But she doesn't have, or he doesn't need to open all the doors.
This is a lot of earth energy. These little critters back here that are grabbing hold of her, they're about to drag her under. It's a lot of earth energies that are waiting to heal you. That means that you're ready. That's a healing card. She's unawakened, but she's in that subconscious. That's just like you were saying. There's a lot of subconscious work and stuff in that book shed. It's a lot of secrets. This is going further and further down to get healing. It's all of the, and you can even see the color of it. Look how earthy it is. And there she is in her white and her pure stuff. Not no more. That's exactly what this means. The dark moon card is like, guess what? You're not a virgin anymore. You know. Now you have healing energies are flowing through. If you just go through that door, secret door. You've been looking for it. So it's not like you can only claim to be a stranger in a strange land, for a minute. And then it's like, well, this is what I asked for. This is where I'm supposed to go. This is what I've been waiting on, is that journey. I'm going there. I'm going to do it.
And
I'm going
you can
to find
take the
some new
journey
friends.
if you let yourself.
Yeah, it will happen.
But you've got to let yourself.
This is a person who really is.
You're looking for
pulling
happiness,
back.
and the only way you're going to find happiness is by taking that journey through the doors, opening the ones that you need to open,
and doing this. You have to go through that phase. Look at her. She's so contemplative because she's looking at everything. She looks like a child, but the amount of knowledge that she has in that dark moon phase, or what they call the crone phase, whatever you want to call it, it literally just means you'll find the answers. It's introspection. You have to find them. You have to wade through the water. You have to, but you have forces here that are willing to help you. Look at all those little critters. They're all there saying, you know what? She's ready. She needs healing. We're gonna drag her down, and we're gonna feed her some nice energy. Hey, and get her back. Feeding some nice energy, as above, so below, as they say, right? As above, you got the Grail Fairy. So below, stolen in her sleep, about to go way down into the underworld. I love this Book of Secrets. That's such a cool card.
All right, fire and passion. You're going to come out of this alive.
A lot of
alive. You're going
energy.
to come out of this full of energy. You're going to come out of it ready to do away with what's in your life that you don't need. Because we all carry baggage. And baggage comes in the form of people, things, places, family, friends. Baggage is baggage is baggage. You're going to decide who's really your friend and who's really not. But not only that, you're going to have the fire and the passion to go through your whole life. And pick it clean. Pick it clean.
Wow. That's nice. It's just a really healing reading for whoever this resonates with. You're going to know if it's for you or not. It's very healing. If you just surrender and let yourself go into that strange place within where you don't really want to go, maybe. If you just do it, you'll feel you'll be supported. You won't be left alone. And you're going to learn things about yourself, too, that are going to make you so much more powerful. You're going to see patterns and things that weren't there before. You're going to understand yourself, and maybe like you said, not everybody's your friend. Maybe you'll start understanding why you pick horrible people to be friends with. Or you pick horrible people for relationships. Do you always seem to attract the alcoholics?
Or just people who don't have her best interests at heart.
Which are usually narcissistic, alcoholic jackasses.
Well, they're just people who think more of themselves than they do of taking the time to help someone else.
Yeah.
Sometimes we profess love in different ways, but we don't have the time or the energy that we want to put out on them. We'd rather put it out on ourselves.
Well, I would. Ooh, yes. I got two, so I'm going to take them both. All right. It says the golden gift. All right. See the little fairy up there? She is telling the fairy queen all about your problems, and it says magical help is on the way.
Well, you've never been alone.
No.
Even though you thought it.
No.
Even though you thought it.
No.
There were certain aspects of life that have always been there for you, whether it's been a certain person, familiar, whatever.
Yeah, you can definitely say that little fairy right there, that one is the one that knows all about your problems, and she's gone back to tell the fairy queen, hey,
to tell the fairy queen,
hey, I know now it's time to intervene. This is a message that says exactly what it means. Golden gift, magical help is on the way. It definitely means you're not alone. This is now you're gathering spiritual allies, so to speak. And this one is, look at that. Is he not cute? Barnabas and the Prince. So cute. Oh my God. Adventure, discovery, travel, meeting destiny. It's like, this is just the start. Look at that card. Is that not crazy fun? Look at him on his toad.
I know it.
So cute.
But
on
we
the toad.
have a connection with frogs.
Frogs around
and
here.
Lizards and a few other things. Possum.
He's just adorable. Look at that frog. And he's ready to go. If you just take this spirit of adventure, you're going to learn so much. It's really turning out good. You're not alone. You have spiritual allies. That's so awesome. Somebody's actually looking and they're talking about you, and they're relaying information. They're saying, now is the time for us to go do this. Now is the time for us to take her down and heal her. She needs it. She's ready. She's gotten into that place where she really wants to know. You just got to surrender and let it happen.
All right.
And you'll get so much healing, and it's like you said, a journey. That one goes with this one because obviously it's journey, travel, destination. There's your journey card from the magical times.
I'm going to draw the last card from the Oracle of Visions.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's such a pretty deck.
card
It's
number
so pretty.
25.
Oh my goodness, look at him.
Look at him. He looks like a magician.
Mm-hmm.
Hold that up there and
I
let
bet
me
that
see what
is.
card 25 says.
It's kind of dark. I love it.
Card
He's
25
definitely
is
about
misleading, illusion, and confusion.
Mm-hmm.
Do not be misled by what you see around you, or be influenced by what you see. You live in a world which is a playground of illusion, full of false paths, false values, and false ideas. But you are not part of that world. I think that backs up everything we've said here.
That you're on your own path.
I absolutely believe that this backs up everything that we've said here.
I think it just means that, you're looking for that authentic, you're ready to do this authentic divination of the soul, the riddle fisher. That's what this is. All of this, you're diving deep to find answers, patterns, to find.
And you already know
your
that
journey is just started.
to use your intuition, because everyone who claims to be your friend is not your friend.
You're really going to have to cut people out, though, if you want to do that. You're, like you said,
Hold
not
your
everyone's your
secrets.
friend.
Hold your secrets close to your heart. Don't give everything away.
Yeah, if you are, especially,
Start writing down your thoughts and things that happen to you on a daily basis, and see if they're repetitive, if they're repeated, and it's something that you need to change.
hold up that card and I'll say, because there are, there might not be people who are people that are your friends, family, and everything right now, that do not need to know your spiritual inclinations, if you catch my drift. Like if you are more pagan, witchy, oriented, you're more exotically, spiritually oriented. Not everybody needs to know that about you right now. It's not going to work in your favor. Although it seems like it's real, like, witchy chic at this point, it's not going to get you the promotion. It's not going to get you your, it's a nice, what do they say? It's, not juvenile. What's the word I'm looking for? It's, what is the Cracker Jack ring in the box? It's
reward.
It's and I had it right on the tip of my tongue. It's real. I'm trying to say it. When something is thrown out there and it's help me figure out the word. Where something is like. I know. Let me get it out. Hold on. Novelty. It's like a novelty.
Yes.
It may be like, because right now, if you're telling
everybody's
people
into
that if you're
New
like,
Age
I'm
agendas.
New Age, or I'm a witch, or I'm like,
no,
whatever.
Being a witch isn't New Age.
But I know a lot of people think that's like super chic and everything, but you go telling that to people at work or telling that to people you think are your friends or whatever, and it gets around, and then all of a sudden people are, laughing at you behind your back, not taking you seriously, and then all of a sudden what seems like it was chic a minute ago is keeping you from moving forward in your job, making more money.
But that's
you get a
where this
boyfriend who
comes
thinks
in.
it's a novelty because he wants to do ritual with you, which means have sex. I mean, all they want to do is use you because you become a novelty then. If you tell people too much about your spiritual life, your beliefs, what you practice.
It is private.
It is private. It is. So if these people who, if you want real friends, let it develop on its own. They'll find out sooner or later who you really are, and they'll know, because a lot of people are going to go,
They'll know
I'm
without
gonna
her telling them.
They'll know exactly. The real friends are gonna if when they find out when you come clean, they're gonna go, I've known that all along. Pfft, I don't care. I love you. I love you. Don't get caught up in trying to making yourself. This could be more about you. Yeah. This really could appear more magical and fantastic. You're a novelty when you do that to yourself, and you will come across as that person who's like full of shit. You don't need to tell people anything, because there's a lot of power in this reading. If you let it play out the way these forces want to work with you, you'll come out stronger, and then hopefully doing this will mean less to you maybe in a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year, or whatever.
The saying?
Than it does now.
One picture is worth 1,000 words.
Don't do that to yourself. You
Let
have a
your actions show who you are, not your words.
Yeah.
I've always found, and all my life, I've never entirely gone by it, but it's always best to keep your mouth shut.
Mm-hmm.
Don't reply. Don't have a verbal discussion. When you first hear about something that upsets you, sit back and wait a while, a day or two. It's like they always tell you in classes. Don't send that email immediately and reply.
Yeah.
Don't send that email immediately and reply.
No, give yourself some time.
Give yourself time to calm down.
Mm-hmm.
Let people think what they want to think.
Yeah.
They're going to anyway.
And don't make yourself into a novelty that people are just like, I have a friend who has a wedge. She's crazy.
Hold your secrets to yourself.
It's
Hold what you've learned to yourself and build upon that. Build upon it.
That's what this is.
Build upon it.
I think we're talking to somebody who may feel like she's young, but on the inside. But you're so much, there's so much more to you than you can possibly imagine right now. That's what this card is.
What is that saying? Going through the dark night of the soul?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, God. I've only done that like 5 times in my life. I wish I could get over the dark. That's why I just call myself Nightshade now.
If you're going through the dark night of the soul, that's all right. Everybody does
Everybody does.
If you only do it one time in your life, consider
yourself
yourself blessed.
lucky. Oh my God. That would be
Listen
nice.
to your intuition. Listen to your heart. Don't give everything up at once. Keep your secrets close to your chest. Love yourself before you love anyone else. That, I think, if there's anything to come out of this, it's keep your secrets to yourself and love yourself more than anybody else loves you.
Because if you open up too much, especially at a time when you're diving really deep, like subconsciously, and you're doing all of this work and these forces are working with you to open things up for you, and then you go giving away your secrets and telling people, you know, I'm this and that and whatever, and you come across like this, it's going to cut you short. You may sell yourself out for a date with some guy because you think, oh, I'll tell him something cool about myself and I'll get a date, or I'll make a friend out of whatever. And then and then it pulls you back, and all these forces are going to go, why would we work with you? Why would we open up doors for you? They'll pull back too and leave you really feeling like this, like it's all an illusion. You won't feel the depth of it.
If spirit, if deity, if the fairies, if whatever you believe in think that you're making fun, that you're not necessarily making fun, but not taking it seriously, they'll pull back from you.
Or literally just using it as like an ego boost. And it's like, ego is good. You want ego. You want this to bring you a true sense of yourself, a real ego, where you know you can stand up and you are this. You're full of fire and you're full of passion. You can get things done. But if you go, like you said, revealing your secrets to people, and they're going to treat you like this, and then all of that work that you did going down deep, all of this introspection and everything, you're just going to go, I don't feel nothing from it. It feels so fake. It feels so... And you will have done it to yourself.
Really,
you will have done it to yourself.
If he doesn't carry forth his original state, then he's going to come across as a joke.
Don't do that to yourself. I see somebody who is embarking
on
it.
I see somebody
and if
who's
you
embarking
just
on a journey.
Journey and happiness.
Has been in a bad time and coming out of it. You've been in a bad time. You've been in a bad place.
Yeah.
And you've been in a bad place, and you're coming out of it. You are coming out of it. Allow yourself to breathe, to heal, to find out who your friends are,
and love yourself,
to find out where you
else.
need to go. Open the doors that need to be open. Slam shut the ones that don't need to be open, that don't ever need to be open, and keep your secrets close to your chest.
Because you have magical help.
Right.
You're not
alone.
You're not alone.
Even if you think you're alone,
you're not alone, and you're not alone by a long shot.
Every time you sleep,
there's a lot of power here for somebody.
Every time you sleep, the fairies are coming and whispering in your ears.
And take that book of shadows too, and write your dreams down. Start writing your dreams down.
Start writing everything down. It
I
doesn't
know,
have
right?
to,
Everything. That's what I do.
It doesn't have to be a book of shadows. Just start journaling.
Yeah, well, in essence, when you go back, what starts out as a little measly journal, so to speak,
before you know
turns
it,
into your book of shadows.
Full, yes.
Because you start looking at all those patterns and dreams, you start learning stuff about yourself. When you start learning stuff about yourself, that's when you're going to start getting really powerful. It won't be an illusion then. It will be real fire and passion that you can use to change things and make your life better. And that's all that this is telling you. It's really powerful. So please, just don't sell yourself short by being the illusion guy. It's not an illusion, not if you let it happen this way. Forces are at play right here that can really help you.
All right, so this reading is for whoever. more than
General.
one person. Yeah, it's a general reading, but I feel that there are several people out there
Yeah.
that were in need of this.
Yeah.
If you're going through a dark night of the soul, listen to your heart, listen to your intuition. Learn from what the fairies show you, from what the creatures in the forest show you. Let yourself sleep and be open to whatever messages come your way. This is a general reading, but there's people out there that needed to hear this, and we hope that you do. Our readings are not timed, they're fluid. So whenever you run across this video and listen to it, it's meant for you to see it at that time. We're reading for the month of August, but whenever you run across it is when you're supposed to see it. I cannot stress enough. Keep your secrets close to your chest. Don't reveal everything, not at once, not to anyone. Even if you think someone is your twin flame. I've seen twin flames who
turn on each other like rabid dogs.
Well, not only that, I've seen twin flames where the next month the girl had to say, I thought he was my twin flame, but he turned out he liked somebody else better than me. Keep your secrets close to your chest. Don't reveal everything at once. We hope that this resonated with more than one person. So if it did, please like, subscribe, and share, and please leave us a comment. We will return reply to it. So until our next reading,
All right, bye.
take care.